Hey friends, welcome back to Funko Friday. This is episode 15. Today I will be taking a look at a Spider-Man. Not just any version, this is Tobey Maguire's version, aka the legend himself. Many people's beloved and definitive version of Spider-Man, mine included. I did grow up with this version, although I am a fan of all Spider-Man characters, be it new or old. At least the ones I've seen. But anyway, this is from the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. So if you don't know by this point, Tobey and Andrew Garfield also returned for that film, which was a big deal. And yeah, it was an awesome event. So this pop is $11.58, and this is the standard version of him. You can see the signature eyes and suit design of the Sam Raimi suit. He is dubbed the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in this case because it's part of his one of his iconic lines in the first movie. Here is the side of the box. Here is the top. I actually ordered this on Amazon because it's really hard to find in the wild, and I'm glad I did. This box actually came pretty mint, which I love. Here is the side artwork, and here's the back of it showing the other pops you can get. You can get the Green Goblin. You can get Electro, Doc Ock, Doctor Strange, MJ, and Ned is available. You have the Final Swing Spider-Man of Tom Holland's. You have Tom Holland's regular suit. There's Tobey's in the middle there. And here is the Amazing Spider-Man, which I almost got Andrew Garfield's. I was pretty tempted, but I think for now I'm just going to have my favorite one. And that's the box. Well, also one more thing about the box. I did like that when I opened it, because this Spider-Man has a stand affixed to it, the inside packaging was a little bit different. It was like two different halves put together, and I found that really fascinating for some reason. I don't know. I just found that really cool. I think it's to protect the stand because I think most people, when they got this figure, the stand kind of broke off, so you have to be a little careful with this one. And I will be doing that as well. I do have a pop in the background. We'll take a look at him in a little while. But here is Maguire's Spider-Man, many people's favorite, and the one that I grew up on. It is my favorite as well. I do have many favorite Spider-Man versions, but this Tobey's, there's just like a realness to his performance, and his suit is so unique, you know. And the movies are just fun in an exciting way, and they're relatable. And I think all three films, even Spider-Man 3, which does have its problems, are excellent movies and should be watched at least once if you're a Spider-Man fan or a superhero fan. It's kind of a big deal because Funko never made Tobey Maguire as a Funko Pop, like, of Spider-Man. They never made his version until now, after No Way Home, because it was a spoiler that he was in the movie, along with Andrew Garfield, of course, and some of the moments as well. So it's a little bit surprising that they haven't done this iconic and legendary version of the character until now. Maybe it's a rights thing. I assume maybe they couldn't get the rights to this version because it's owned by Sony Pictures, which maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Whatever reason, I'm happy and so thankful to have this version as a pop in my collection. It's so beloved. It's so, like, accurate the way they captured him. And also I love the fact that he's in this pose. This pose is straight out of the Raimi films, and he always makes this signature pose with his hands, and it's just the classic Spider-Man, you know, web sling pose, but you can tell it's Tobey in the suit. They got the head shape right, they got the colors right. The only thing I don't like about this pop, and it's on my version, is some of the paint is, like, not on center. So you'll notice here, there's like little indents where the paint is supposed to be going, and this is silver paint. This is real paint, you know. And you can notice, especially on the crotch area, it's not centered, but you know what? Who cares? It's the biggest nitpick ever. But that's like the only problem I have, quote unquote, issue with it. He's got the signature spider logo from 2 and 3 right there on the chest. It's a little hard to see. You can see it on the front there and on the back. It's a little hard to see because of that stand. And this stand is glued in. There is no taking it out. Just be careful. but they captured every single detail from the suit. I mean, it has just the iconic red and blue. It's like just got the right amount of paint, and they hand painted the silver paint for the web line, so that is really there. They have not done that for any other figure, which is just amazing. That shows like the attention to detail Funko shows to their figures. It's just so good. The way they captured the, you know, the hands with the web shooting. You got this hand with this like kind of outstretched, and what I do like also is that this pop has different pieces like melded into it or like fused into it. So the arms are kind of two separate pieces, the legs are two separate pieces, obviously the stand is a separate piece, and the head as well. It just came together really nicely. I mean, other than, you know, the slight paint, you know, mishap, it's not even that big of a deal. It's just you look closely and you can see it, but if you look from far away, it's not that big of a deal. But I mean, they got the blue right. It looks like a purpley blue, like very dark. I think this is supposed to be like from Spider-Man 2, because that in the first movie it's a little bit different because the first film suit is brighter, whereas the 2 and 3 are darker. But this is obviously No Way Home's design, so it's like fused with those films. I think it's supposed to be this exact same suit, except it is the lenses on the eyes are white for No Way Home. That's the only difference. Like, that's at least other than the physical suit being a little bit different because the original suit is old. It's like, I think they almost were going to use the original suit from the first movie, but they couldn't because it was made of, I think it was rubber. I don't remember the material. It may have been rubber or some kind of silicone material, something like that. I don't remember the exact. It was aged, okay? That's kind of the reason why they didn't do that. But I love that they gave him this signature pose. I mean, they gave all 3 Spider-Men the different action pose. So they gave Holland's... his is probably the most boring. I mean, his is just leaping. It's not exciting to me. It's cool. It's fine. And they gave Andrew's the massive... like, he's jumping, leaping. That's amazing. And then they gave Tobey's the classic Spider-Man swinging pose, which, come on, could you not do that? How could they not do that? So, that is so good. Yeah, and the face, the mask, let's talk about that. That is perfect. There is nothing wrong. Well, other than the slight, like, quality issue, like right there, who cares? You know who it is. I appreciate the fact that they painted the lines. They painted the mask like the silver. It's so good. The suit is still amazing because it's like, it's unique. It's not like, it's hard to explain. It's taking cues from the comics, but it is its own thing, which I think all these years later is pretty impressive. I think my favorite part of this figure is the eyes. The eyes are so good. Like, they've got the triangle, the sharp eye. That's so good. The Raimi suit, it's so freaking good. It's so beloved. Like, almost everyone, if you talk to them about this suit, they either love it or they appreciate it. You know, it's not everyone's favorite, okay? Some people are gonna say, oh, so Tom Holland's my favorite. Cool. Andrew Garfield is their favorite. Cool. You know, even Spectacular Spider-Man, you know, that's their favorite, the 90s or 80s version. But I think to many people, the Maguire version is probably the gold standard. It was the first time the character was taken seriously in a movie. I think he's the first movie Spider-Man too, so it's kind of a big deal in those regards. And the fact that he came back and starred alongside the other 2 Spider-Man was just fantastic. Like, that was just such a good decision. And this pop is pretty perfect. There's nothing really to complain about, to me. They got the colors right, the dark red with the dark blue. You've got the white of the eyes. You've got the black lenses. I mean, they nailed it. Like, it's still surprising, though. Like, Funko has made pretty much every other Spider-Man in existence, and they saved the best for last, because, my goodness, they nailed this one and Andrew's Spider-Man, which, like, wow, it's so good. I do want to compare against one of his greatest enemies. Well, Maguire never fought Mysterio. We didn't see it if he did. He was supposed to fight Mysterio, but that never happened because Spider-Man 4 was canceled, unfortunately, and replaced with the Amazing Spider-Man from 2012. I like that movie. It's not perfect, but it would have been nice to get a fourth film. There are rumors that we're gonna get one, so, you know, take that way you will, or do it that way you will. Here is Mysterio. This is Jake Gyllenhaal's version from Far From Home. I love this figure. It's so good. I think I like it more than the classic Mysterio, although both are excellent. They look great together, despite being completely different versions from different universes. It's a multiverse. Technically, the Sam Raimi movies and the Garfield movies are now in the same... They're now all together in the Marvel universe, which... That's so cool. That's so cool. They're all existing in the same world. That is amazing. And No Way Home is to thank for that. So, yeah, just wanted to compare. Mysterio is a little bit taller because of that bubble head and because of his wisps of smoke that he's standing on. But anyway, let's put Bubblehead in the back and share my final thoughts. This figure is phenomenal. There is nothing I don't like. There is nothing, well, the paint could be a tiny bit on center, but that's the biggest nitpick that I have. I'm so happy to have my favorite version finally. I've been waiting for a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Funko Pop for forever. I think most people have. So to see him finally made is just amazing. Pun intended. So that's awesome. If they make more, great. Make more from these movies. And if they're thinking about making a fourth film, please do it, because I would be there. I love this guy. I'll cherish him forever because it's so good. It's nice to have merchandise for not just Holland's version on the market now, so that's cool. There's a Spider-Man for everyone. If you're a Funko fan, they've got something for you. I love this. There's nothing to complain about. Big fan of this one. Let me know what you think. Do you like Tobey's Spider-Man, or do you think he is overrated? Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. The next episode will be coming very soon. Until then, stay tuned. I will see you for the next one. And don't get into trouble.